Hi guys, I just want to do a quick video on some of the issues with the cloud wheels. And I know one of you guys kept bugging me on my channel that the cloud wheels, I Wonder, Sleep Revolution, these wheels have problems. And I went to the forum, the S8 News, and there's a lot of people posting stuff about it, I guess. What would happen is your inner plastic here can potentially break, especially in like low temperatures. And I've actually rode these on my Boosted Mini S for a little bit. I really haven't taken to like full throttle yet, and I put it on my new board, but I've decided to not put it on there anymore. And let me tell you why. But by the way, after those rides, I have no cracks or anything like that. They look fine. As far as the numbers here go, there's the numbers there. All right, so I don't know if this is a new batch of it, but I just want to make sure before I put it on my new Dual 6374 motors, because that's going to be probably the fastest board I have. Comparing now, one of the things when I was installing this, you know, with ABEC wheels, with the wheel pulley and stuff, it goes in basically with the pulley here, and you got 6 screws coming this way. Now, most of the ABEC wheels that I put on this, the wheels will not fit. Like this ABEC wheel here, I actually have to drill out the screws, and you can see the spokes are actually a little bit bigger. All right, so you see, look at the spoke sizes. Spokes are much bigger, so I have to actually drill the holes out just a little bit to actually make the screws fit. And that's something sort of important. And you can see the spoke sizes on the ABEC 11s here are much thicker. All right, and that little bit could be a huge difference in the strength of the spoke. All right, now the problem with these wheels, it's 120 millimeters. The biggest ABEC wheels, I think it's 107. This is a 97. And you can see, even with a smaller wheel, it's got bigger spokes. This design, I think, is what's faulty. Although I don't have problems, but I'm not going to ride it hard because I don't want to crash with this wheel on there. So I'm just going to leave this. Maybe I'm going to put it on like if you're going really slow, under like, I don't know, 15 miles per hour, maybe I'll put it on my really slow boards that I'm going to build later. But then you won't have enough power. But the problem is, you can see that the pulley is in the middle, and it's going to go fast, and that's going to put tension on these middle spokes. And if the spokes give up, then obviously your wheel is going to come off. But you can see right here, I think that's the standard ABEC, but I Wonder made it much smaller. That's a huge design problem. And I've been reading, I would say like 100 millimeters is pretty much like the largest you want to go. And there's a certain reason why we never had bigger wheels than 120 millimeter like this. All right, at this size, you need actually the spokes even bigger than this to keep it safe. And I believe that's part of the problem. It's a design problem. And when I was screwing this in, I was like, oh, it's so easy. Everything fits in here. But then now I'm kind of worried that overall design, look at that. Do you think this is safer or this is safer? So I think that's a huge problem with I Wonder. And I think they just got to make the spoke design a little bit thicker. You know, it's just not thick enough. Look at that. Do you think that's going to last? And I've put on a ton of power to these 97s and all the 90s. Even clone ones I've tried, they all have much thicker spokes. So I think that's a huge problem. Like I said, my wheels are completely fine. All right. Even then, I don't trust these wheels anymore because I know people have had issues. And looking at it again, it's just the design is weak. This is just not going to stand up. It's just not thick enough. No more. We need the thick boys here. So just a warning, I would not recommend the cloud wheels unless you're going to put it on a slow, like less than 15 mile board, then you won't put so much pressure on it. But if you're riding steep hills like I do, where I'm daily putting a ton of pressure, I would avoid these. Go with like 100 millimeters, or if you want, just go all out and get all-terrain wheels. Maybe like these. These are MBS was okay. Yeah, these I'm running on my boards. This one had better spokes than these. So I think, I wonder have to go back and really redesign the spokes to be, because I think they did their own thing and made it a lot thinner, or they just wanted to make the screws fit, but the screws fit, but you lose a ton there. Look at the size difference. So I think that's the key. The spoke size is just too small. It's just not going to be safe. I mean, you can tell right away. So hopefully they'll design the new one, and then maybe I can try it out. But if you're watching this, I wonder, yeah, go redesign it and send me the new ones, and then I'll test it. But this, I can't trust it anymore. Anyway, just a quick warning on the I Wonder, all the Sleep Revolution. I think they're all made by the same company. Oh, also another thing I have to note, the cores. The cores are not even. When I'm riding, I can literally see these cores. See how it's offset here? And they're not even. And the problem is I can feel the wheels sort of slight wobble, even going at moderate speeds. Look at that. See how it's a little bit wider? So when they set the inner insert, and I think that's actually part of the problem. You can see it's shorter a lot here, and then it gets longer. And when you're actually riding, you can actually see the middle wheels like it's off balance, and that's not gonna make the wheels go straight. See how long it is there? And if I put it on if I actually rotate it a bunch of times, you'll actually be able to see that. Yeah, that's another thing. The core is not even. And I was like, why would you make the core like all separated? And I think that's also putting some additional force sideways. So there's two things they gotta fix. They gotta fix the spokes and make sure the inner core is even. It's not even. It's all like, it's like all weird. So if you put it on, if you have a machine that could, see the forces, and even going at slow speeds, this is gonna like sort of wobble a little bit because the core is not even. All right. So I think there's two things they gotta fix. So maybe they don't have a very precision accurate machine to do this, but the core is basically offset. It's like it's not even. And if you notice that, let me know also. Bye.